Let the WMBL Championship Final begin. 364 days ago, the Swift Current Indians, as they were then called, beat the Edmonton Prospects in Edmonton to become 2016 league champs. Less than a year later, just under a day from being a year later, we get ready to go with Swift Current and Edmonton meeting up in the WMBL Final yet again. Earlier this afternoon, we caught up with Swift Current 57's coach Joe Carnahan to get his thoughts on Game 1.
Here in the comfy confines of the scorekeeper's booth at Mitchell Field with Joe Carnahan, coach of the Swift Current 57s. Joe, another year where you won 33 games. You tied a team record for most wins in the season. You've established your team as a giant in the WMBL, and you're taking on a team that seems to be developing an act for giant killing. Talk about this matchup here with the Edmonton Prospects.
This is going to be a battle. You know, they're going to come out, they're going to play the game hard. They got some good arms. At the dish, they battle, they find a way to get it done. They're going to play good defense. They're going to run the base as well. So we're going to have to play a clean game and stick to our game and play hard, and then we'll see what happens.
You've seen Edmonton twice this year. You played them twice in their park. Two fruitful endeavors for your team, getting out of there with a couple of wins. Aside from that and what you saw in those two games, what do you know about Ray Brown's team?
They're going to play the game hard. They're going to play a little small ball. They're going to run the base as well, play good defense. And if you give them a little bit of a crack, they're going to take advantage of it.
And with that, what are some of the keys to victory for your team?
Play clean baseball defensively and offensively. Just keep doing what we're doing. Good situational hitting. See fastballs hit them.
You had a 5-game war of attrition with the Weyburn Beavers, an emotional come-from-behind win. How ready are the guys today, and how fresh are the guys today for this championship series?
Oh, they're ready to go. They came up here to get better, to have some fun, and to win a championship. So far they've done 2 of them, and we got an opportunity to do the 3rd one.
Matt Michalski?
Yep, Matt Michalski's going today. He should give us a good start, and our bullpen's fresh.
Right on. Thank you very much for this, Joe.
All right, thank you.
That was a chat with Swift Current 57's coach Joe Carnahan. Here we are at game time. Matt Michalski on the mound, as mentioned by Coach Joe, getting the start for the Swift Current 57's game number 1 against the Edmonton Prospects. We're glad that you could join us wherever you may be watching from and whomever you may be cheering for. Count to Jake Lanferman 1-1 here. Game number 1 of the finals. Matt Michalski pitching to John Baeta, Bodie Cooper at first, Cole Thibodeau at second, Brett Esau at short, Riley Campbell at third, Blake Adams in left, Matt Bondarchuk in center, Nick Kanyas patrolling right field. Fastball from Michalski, painting the outside corner. Count is 1-2. Jake Lanferman steps out of the batter's box. Lanferman hitting real good in the postseason for the Edmonton Prospects, coming into this game with a batting average of .405 in the month of August. 1-2 to Lanferman. High heat from Michalski. Fly ball. John Baeta is there to make the catch, and it's a quick first out. Lanferman retired in the 4th pitch of the opening at bat. Catcher Zane Takar, who's also playing some fine baseball in the month of August for the Edmonton Prospects, who came out of the Alberta Division. 6 wins to 2 losses, a couple of 4-game series wins for the Prospects. A massive upset yet again. Edmonton beating the league regular season champion Okotoks Dogs in round 1 in the 1-4 matchup. They did that last year too. And then taking care of the Medicine Hat Mavericks in 4 games. So Prospects used to being the underdog, relishing the role as the underdog as Takar fouls that 87-mile-an-hour ring from Matt Michalski out of here. Count 0-2 to Takar. Edmonton Prospects starting shortstop out of Victoria, BC. After that foul ball, Matt Michalski getting set for the 7th pitch of the top of the 1st inning. Fastball again and fouled off. Bodie Cooper goes for a jog. Bodie having to keep an eye on where that wall was and just unable to bring that foul ball in. So Matt Michalski will need at least 1 more pitch to deal with Zane Takar. Michael Gahan, designated hitter, is on deck for the Prospects. Oh-2 pitch. Michalski. About 600 umpires in the stands tonight thought that Michalski had strike 3 there, but the count is now 1-2 on a fastball belt high. Trevor Drury behind the plate. 88-mile-an-hour heater from Michalski. That's hit up. Bodie Cooper deals with the wind and makes the catch. 2 fly ball outs for Matt Michalski in the top of the first.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 13, Michael Gahan.
Big shout out to the Campbell family from Wadsworth, Ohio, and of course Riley Campbell, his Grammy and Poppy from Allentown, PA. Campbells have checked in. Where are you from? Let's do the roll call here. Let me know where you're watching this game from. Tweet at me at Ryan_Schweitzer, SWITZER. First pitch fastball, Michael Gahan, 0-1 the count here. .32 at bats, 7 hits in the postseason for Gahan. Fastball, popping by 8 out of the crouch position, and the count is 1-1 with 2 down here. Tony Olson on deck. Tony Olson coming into this series with a little something extra on his mind, as he was a member of the 2016 Edmonton Prospects that Cinderella storied their way to the final, but midnight struck on that Cinderella story, courtesy of the Swift Current team of 2016.
No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on. After a
Michael Gahan flies out to left field. That'll do it. 57's on the sticks. Eric Sabrowski on the mound for the Prospects. We'll be back with the bottom of the first. Swift Current 57's baseball. It's brought to you by Crop Production Services and Living Sky Casino.
Living Sky Casino.
Win a jackpot on a select bank of machines to be entered into the weekly draw for rider tickets and merchandise. Draw to be held every Sunday at 8 p.m. Winner does not need to be present to win, but you must be playing with your card to win. Live it up at Living Sky Casino.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Use your game sense.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
leading off for the Swift Current 57, sponsored by ECT, the third baseman, number 8, Riley Campbell.
And with that, the 57s take to the sticks. Riley Campbell making his way to the plate to take on Eric Sabrowski, who has pitched a couple gems for the Edmonton Prospects in the postseason. Sabrowski, local product for the Prospects from Edmonton, a 220-pound lefty. 2 playoff appearances, ERA of 0, 15.2 innings of action. He struck out 13 and walked 6. He was the winning pitcher most recently on August the 8th, a 9-0 win over the Medicine Mavericks in the hat, allowing just 3 hits and going 9 innings as well. He also pitched Game 1 against the Okotoks Dogs in Okotoks, 6 2/3 innings of work, allowing just 1 run, 6 hits, and striking out 9 in those 6.2. Count 2-0 as Sabrowski works against Riley Campbell here. Swift Current 57's scrappy leadoff hitter. 77-mile-an-hour offering from Sabrowski, and the count is 2-1 to Campbell. Two-one pitch from the lefty Sabrowski. Campbell, high fly ball, hit to left field, hit back, hit deep. Riley Campbell, a solo home run.
A solo home run for Riley Campbell.
And the Swift Current 57 strike first. The 4th pitch of the game, Riley Campbell, a solo dinger to left field. And the 57s strike first in the finals. It's 1-0 Swifty.
Now batting, sponsored by JTS Bus Lines, the center fielder, number 22, Matt Bodnarchuk.
So Riley Campbell firing up the 57s with that solo shot to left.
The song I was listening to is called Run.
First pitch outside the strike zone, lefty on lefty matchup here. Eric Sabrowski and Matt Bondarchuk. 84-mile-an-hour fastball from Sabrowski, and that's a called strike. Riley Campbell hitting that home run moments ago. And his Bay is tuned in online. Shaylin O'Hara in Toledo. The significant other of Riley Campbell, no doubt happy about that solo shot. Ground ball hit to second by Matt Bondarchuk. He grounds out to 4. And with the score 1-0,
Now batting.
there's one down here.
Sky Casino, the left fielder, number 24, Blake Adams.
Eric Sabrowski pitching to Mackenzie Parlow. Nick Spillman at first base. Tony Olson is playing second. Zane Takar at short. Anthony Cusati's the third baseman. Marion McLean in left. Dean Olson in center. Jake Lanferman playing right field in this game 1 of the best of 5. Blake Adams to the plate now for the 57s. Adams, a postseason home run, hitting .219. Blake Adams, who was in Game 3 against the Weyburn Beavers, where he really found his swing. And once Adams got back on track, seemingly the 57's offense did follow. We've talked about Riley Campbell often being the straw that stirs the drink for Swift Current on their offense. But Blake Adams is a key component to this team scoring runs as well. Adams takes a big hack at that off-speed offering. 84-mile-an-hour fastball, 73-mile-an-hour change is what we've seen from Sabrowski so far here in the bottom of the first inning with the 57s up 1-0. 2-1 the count to Blake Adams. Bodie Cooper is on deck for Swift. Games 1 and 2 will be played here at Mitchell Field in Swift Current tonight and tomorrow night. Game 3 back in Edmonton Tuesday, and Game 4 Wednesday night, if necessary, in Edmonton. Game 5 Thursday as Adams drills that baseball foul, evening out the count to 2-2 with 1 down here. Adams, the WMBL Rookie of the Year in 2017. The guy who won that award in 2016 is on deck, Bodie Cooper. 2-2 pitch. Sabrowski. Pitch headed to the outside. Ground ball hit to Zane Takar, and Takar takes care of the speedy Blake Adams with a nice-looking 6-3.
Now batting, sponsored by Melhoff Electric. The first
Brings
baseman,
Bodie
number
Cooper to the
5,
plate.
Bodie Cooper.
Bob St. Pierre's family tuned in from across Ontario here as Bodie Cooper fouls that first offering out of here.
The baseballs are property of the Swift Current 57s, but the folks at Standard Motors are have to pay $1 for every foul ball returned to the souvenir booth tonight.
I'd like to say hi to Allison Gerardo as well, watching online from work on the job here. If you have to work during 57's games, if your employer doesn't allow you to watch the 57's webcast, brought to you by Crop Production Services and Living Sky Casino, quit that job and find another one. Glad Allison's able to tune in while on duty. Jacob Price tuned in as well, Edmonton Prospect alum, watching the webcast from his home in Wadsworth, Ohio. And Tammy Olton in Kelowna, BC, pulling for the Prospects as well. So we make no bones about it. We are the 57's Homer webcast here, but hopefully Prospects fans enjoy the game that we're bringing to you as Bodie Cooper strikes out. Off-speed pitch that Bodie was out in front of. Bottom of 1 in the books. And after 1, 57's Riley Campbell, a solo homer to left. 1-0 Swift, back with the top of 2 after this.
Program numbers 105-486 or 105-497 and 105.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Win a jackpot on a select bank of machines to be entered into the weekly draw for rider tickets and merchandise. Draw to be held every Sunday at 8 p.m. Winner does not need to be present to win, but you must be playing with your card to win. Live it up at Living Sky Casino.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Use your game sense. When planning your Swift Current stay, call the Days Inn. Just a short walk from Living Sky Casino and a few minutes from world-class golf, Days Inn offers free Wi-Fi, a continental breakfast to go with newly renovated rooms. Ask about suites with kitchenettes. Unwind in the jacuzzi suite. If you're driving a large truck, no problem. There's lots of free parking. The Days Inn is home to locally renowned meeting and banquet facilities as well. Call 306-773-4623. The Days Inn, the host hotel for the Swift Current 57s.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's Baseball, brought to you by Crop Production Services and Living Sky Casino. Bodie's Cooper, crew from Chubbuck, Idaho. Enjoying this one back online after a quick there and back to Swift Current for game number 5 against the Weyburn Beavers. Hope your stay in Swifty was a good one. Nick Spillman leading off here in the top of the second. Matt Michalski, fastball up the middle, and the Prospects have their first base runner on.
Now batting, the Swift out about a year batter, the second baseman, number 5, Tony Olson.
Nick Spillman's brother, Matt, MVP of the 2015 Swift Current WMBL team. Nick on base at first. Tony Olson, 206 in the postseason for a batting average. Righty on righty, fastball Michalski. Down the middle for strike one. Tony Olson knows what it's going to take to win this WMBL Championship Series, as he was a member of last year's Prospects team. A team that, not unlike this year's, entered the playoffs with that 4th seed in the West, matching up against Okotoks in the 1 versus 4, and the Prospects improbably beating Okotoks again. Winning games in June is good. Winning in July is great, but winning in August is necessary, and the Prospects have figured out how to do that. '57s have hit 11 home runs in the postseason. Prospects haven't hit one. And that stat is a few hours old. They've upped it to 12 as Riley Campbell puts Swift on the board. Edmonton will never lead the league in home runs, nor have a player on their team who leads the league in home runs. If you ever go to Remax Field, as it's now called, in Edmonton, massive dimensions, 420 to straightaway center with a 30-foot wall out there. And deep in the corners as well, 350 out to left, 325 in right, but a good-sized wall all the way around. You'll see a ton of extra base hits at Remax Field in Edmonton, but not a lot of dingers. Tony Olson battling here with Matt Michalski. Counts as 1 and 2 as another pitch is fouled on out of here. Domino's Pizza and Swift Current getting on and supporting the Swift Current 57s in their playoff run, as you can order small pizzas from there for $5.70 on game days. So if you're watching this webcast in Swift Current, dial up Domino's, tell them you want that 57s deal, and get yourself some delicious pizza pie on the cheap. Jam shot, potential for 2 here. 4, 6, and 3. 57's turn 2.
And with that, now beer is on sale. 2 for $8 at the Diamond Energy Beer booth until the end of this inning.
Brett Esau seems to be getting better with each passing game, playing short for the Swift Current 57s.
An injury to Grant Van Scoy, the starting shortstop in the regular season for Swift Current, made it necessary for Esau to learn that position. And he's getting more and more confidence playing shortstop as Marion McLean, the left fielder, comes up to bat. McLean, 309 in the regular season, 250 playoff batting average. Righty on lefty matchup here. Matt Michalski goes outside. Count is 1-1. Matt Michalski around the plate tonight. Ground ball, one hopper. Cole Thibodeau plays catch with Bodie Cooper, and that'll do it for the Prospects in the top of the second. Nick Spillman had a hit. Next batter grounded into a double play, and then a ground out to second. 1-0 Swift, bottom of 2 coming up. This is 57's Baseball, brought to you by Crop Production Services and Living Sky Casino.
At the Hearing Place, we're making a positive difference in the lives of our clients' hearing health. We are a full-time, fully licensed hearing health care facility. Our goal is to improve and maintain our clients' hearing health with personal attention and ongoing support. As an audiologist with more than 15 years experience, I work with clients of all ages, including toddlers and newborns. This is not only my vocation, but my passion. When you come into the Hearing Place, you will receive a complete diagnostic hearing evaluation using state-of-the-art equipment. We talk about the specific reasons for your visit and the hearing situations you find most difficult. We then discuss the hearing options that are right for you, your budget, and your lifestyle. The end goal is to ensure you leave with the knowledge and confidence about your future of hearing health. The Hearing Place. For more information, visit www.thehearingplace.ca.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's Baseball. Nick Conyas leading off for Swift. Conyas, Brown, Esau due up for the hometown team here in the bottom of the second. 1-0 lead for the Swift Current 57s. Conyas, ground ball, takes a funny hop on Tony Olson and the 57s. Have a runner on, and Conyas living dangerously, though. Safe at second base.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 9, Mason Brown.
What was looking like a 4-3 groundout turns into a runner on at second base for the 57s. As Conyas hit that ball at Tony Olson, it took a funny hop at Olson as he went to field it on the backhand. And with nobody covering second base and that ball in no man's land heading out to center field, Conyas scampered his way to second base. Some good heads-up base running by Nick Conyas. So now nobody out, runner on at second, and Mason Brown at the plate for the 57s. That ball goes through Mackenzie Parlow, and now Conyas at third base. Mason Brown, 321 in the postseason, 81-mile-an-hour fastball from the lefty Eric Sabrowski. Fastball up. Opposite field shot by Mason Brown. That will one-hop the right fielder, and Nick Conyas will take a leisurely jog home, and the 57s are up a deuce here in the bottom of the second, 2-0.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 11, Brent Esau.
Mason Brown has found his offensive game just in the nick of time for Swift Current. 321 average coming into this game. Belting that one the opposite way and scoring a runner on at third. Mason now hitting .345 after that single in the postseason. How about Nick Conyas taking advantage of a bad hop on Tony Olson? Able to get himself to second base. Advanced to third on a pass ball, and then Mason Brown, oppo shot to right field, and it's 2-0 for the 57s with Mason Brown on at first and still none away here in the second inning. Mason Brown checked over at first. Yep. Sabrowski. Esau hits that back, hits it deep at the wall. And it's another home run for the 57s.
A two-run home run for Brett Esau.
In batting practice, Esau was destroying balls to left field with the wind at his back. And Esau, with a little help from that tailwind, has given the 57s a 4-0 lead here with that two-run bomb. Esau was hitting houses on McDonald Drive during batting practice. And he hits a key dinger here for Swift. And suddenly, Swift Current out to a 4-0 lead. Giberson family tuned in Pocatello, Idaho. Aaron and Jarrett watching from Edmonton. As well, we got some folks in Phoenix. And members of Keel Crum Wheaties family in Medicine Lake, Montana. Uncle Josh is aboard. As well, a big shout out to the Goodall family watching in smoke-free Nanaimo, BC, after the forest fire smoke from the BC interiors is cleared off from the island. Two-one pitch. John Baeta with a shot to left field. That could be trouble. That falls in. And John Baeta is going to round first. He's galloping to second base. Double for Baeta, and the Prospects still looking for an elusive first out here in the bottom of the second.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 1, Cole Thibodeau.
Cole Thibodeau hitting .292 in the postseason. He represents the number 9 hitter in the 57's batting order. John Baeta on at second, nobody out here. Nick Conyas found his way on base via an E4. As the baseball took an unconventional hop on the Prospects' second baseman, and that just got this train rolling for the 57s, who have a field goal here in the second inning and lead the Prospects by 4. Riley Campbell and Brett Esau both have home runs. Cole Thibodeau bunts to third base. They get Thibodeau over at first, but John Baeta scurries to third.
Now batting, sponsored by ACT, the third baseman, number 8, Riley Campbell.
So we saw the long ball this inning, and we saw the small ball from Cole Thibodeau. Riley Campbell 1 for 1 with a home run. Strike 1 to Campbell. John Baeta at third, 1 away. Matt Bondarchuk on deck. Curveball. Hops away from Mac Parlow behind the plate. No damage done. Count 1-1. Sabrowski sets. Curveball, 68 miles an hour. 12-6 movement on that curveball. Going from eye level to strike zone, and it's 0-2 to Campbell. 1-2, rather. Sabrowski goes back to that curveball, and this time Campbell times it out, singles into left field. John Baeta will score, and it's 5-0 57s.
Now batting, sponsored by JTS Bus Lines, the center fielder, number 22, Matt Bodnerchuk.
Bondarchuk, ground ball out to second base the last time he was up. 57s with a first inning run, and here in the bottom of the second, they've put 4 on the board and lead the Edmonton Prospects 5-0 here in the WMBL Finals, game number 1, best of 5 series. Eric Sabrowski, lefty on lefty. Fastball out, 1-0 count to Bondarchuk. Two kids from the Edmonton area going head-to-head here. Sabrowski, a local product for the Prospects. And Matt Bondarchuk from Edmonton, playing for the Swift Current 57s here in the WMBL, his first season. Bondarchuk, an explosive young offensive player, as Riley Campbell checked over at first base. 2-0 pitch to Bondarchuk forthcoming. Sabrowski looks over at Campbell. Fastball in the dirt and away, blocked by Parlow. 3-0 to Bondarchuk with Blake Adams on deck. Matt Bondarchuk walked after that fastball inside.
Now batting, sponsored by Living Sky Casino, the left fielder, number 24, Blake Adams.
8th player in this half inning to bat for the 57s. Pitch number 37 of Sabrowski's evening on the way. Riley Campbell swipes third base. It's Campbell's 5th stolen base of the postseason, putting himself that much closer to scoring position. Blake Adams, we've talked about how he broke the Swift Current record for RBI in a season. He had 54 of them. Being able to bring runs in. Now Bondarchuk's going to try and steal, and that ball hits Adams, who's going to take first. You got to be good to get 54 RBI, no doubt about it, but to hit RBI, you got to have guys in front of you to bring in. Riley Campbell and Matt Bondarchuk, certainly big helpers in Adams breaking that RBI record, getting themselves on base. 2 of them putting themselves in scoring position. Those 2 with more stolen bases combined than most teams in the league, Bondarchuk and Campbell. They set the dog for Blake Adams to eat throughout the year. Bases loaded now, 1 down, Bodie Cooper on. Curveball, 65 miles an hour from Sabrowski. And that just misses inside, 1-0. That curveball doesn't have a lot of velocity, but man, does it move. Fastball from Sabrowski, up and out. And the count is 2-0. Prospects warming up a righty in their bullpen. As Brandon Hill preps to potentially enter this game. 1 down, bases loaded. Sabrowski, fastball catches the outside corner. Bodie Cooper with his team up 5-0. 1 away here in the second. Bases loaded. Swift Current's already put up 4 here in the second. 57's looking for more. 2-1 curveball. Cooper on top of it. Fouling that towards the on-deck area, and it's 2-2. Bottom of the second inning. Sabrowski about to throw his 43rd pitch. Curveball inside to Bodie, the drop just above his shoes, and it's 3-2. Sabrowski, a spotless ERA in the postseason. Until this game one with the Swift Current 57s. 5-0. Swift leads it here in the second. Silver lining for the Prospects is they still have lots of opportunity to get back into this one, only in the bottom of 2. 3-2 pitch to Cooper. Off-speed pitch. Bodie thinking fastball. And that changeup at 74 miles an hour takes care of Cooper. 2 down.
Now batting the right fielder, number 26, Nick Conyers.
Conyers got this train a-rolling offensively as he will have his second at-bat of the bottom of the second inning. Got to first via an E4. Scampered to second on that same play as he saw no one was covering the base. Eventually came in to score, and then after that, the floodgates open for the 57s. 5-0, they lead it. Second at bat this inning for Conyers, who hits that to center field. Dean Olson negotiates with the Southwest Saskatchewan wind and makes the catch. Conyers flies out to center field. 3 are stranded, but 4 come in to score. And after 2 complete innings, Swift Current leads at 5-0. Matt Michalski takes to the mound when we return with more 57's playoff baseball.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
When you need to unwind, visit Smiley's Lounge at the Days Inn Swift Current. Smiley's offers daily food specials and a full menu. Ask about their daily homemade soup and a wide variety of wings. Need something to go? Visit their off sale selling cold beer, hard liquor, wine and coolers, and all the ice you need. Need takeout or a catering service? Call 306-778-4600. Smiley's Lounge, North Service Road East, Swift Current.
Leading off for the Edmonton Prospects, the third baseman, number 24, Anthony Casati.
Well, a good second inning for the Swift Current 57s. Top of the inning. Double play turned. Prospects retired 1-2-3. Bottom of. Swift Current touches up Eric Sabrowski in Edmonton for 4 runs. And it's 5-0 here in the top of the third. Matt Michalski from Mansfield, Texas. First pitch fastball. Anthony Cusati to the plate. 7-8-9 due up for the Prospects here in the third inning. Fastball from Michalski. Cusati, Mackenzie Parlow, and Dean Olson deployed to the plate this inning for the Prospects. 1-1 pitch after Cusati fouled that last offering into the backstop. One. Fastball up. 2-1. Matt Michalski, 26 pitches so far. Third postseason start for the native of Mansfield. There's a shot to right field. Nick Kanyas has to hurry. Catch is made. One down.
Now batting the catcher, number 19, Mackenzie Parlow.
Partlow 288 in the regular season. Had to miss a good chunk of the season due to injury. He played in 22 games. 23 hits in 80 regular season at bats. 13 runs batted in. Parlow 185 batting average in the month of August. He played his first game back from injury when the Swift Current 57s were in Edmonton for their second game of 2 up there. Swift Current won both those games at Edmonton, but Mackenzie Parlow, upon returning to the Prospects lineup, getting a nice welcome back from the fans there. His presence is a key one for Edmonton's success, both at bat and behind the plate, catching for Prospect pitchers. Michalski pulls the string on a changeup there. Matt's fastball touching 88 this game, that changeup 78. 2-1 pitch. Fastball in, fly ball, center field. Matt Bondarchuk makes the grab.
Now batting the center fielder, number 15, Dean Olson.
Center fielder Dean Olson, 259 postseason batting average. 260 in the regular season. .32nd pitch of the ball game for Matt Michalski. 2 hops into the glove of Cole Thibodeau. And Dean Olson grounds out to the second baseman. Bottom of 3 coming up still. 5-0 Swift Current. Home runs from Riley Campbell and Brett Esau have helped manufacture that lead for Swift Current. And they'll see if they can't add to it in the bottom of the 3rd inning, which is coming up right after this.
Extend many thanks to Dr. Rizky Ibrahim, Dr. Stacey Bolton, Central Avenue Physiotherapy, help on the
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Win a jackpot on a select bank of machines to be entered into the weekly draw for rider tickets and merchandise. Draw to be held every Sunday at 8 p.m. Winner does not need to be present to win, but you must be playing with your card to win. Live it up at Living Sky Casino.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Use your game sense.
Thank you to Swift Current Building Supplies for providing the materials for the new patio at Mitchell Field.
See Swift Current Building Supplies for all types of lumber, kitchen hardware, tools, power tools, fence, and shed packings.
At your one stop, we carry everything shop for building and renovation.
Building supplies, farm and ranch, construction, paints, and decor. Swift Current Building Supplies, Swift Current's complete home and farm building supply center. Highway 1 West.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's baseball. Game 1 of the WMBL final from Mitchell Field in Swift Current. Mason Brown leading off. Brown, Esau, Baeta. Mason was a key part of that 4-run second inning for the 57s. As Nick Kanyas with some heads-up base running found his way all the way to third base, and Mason Brown with an opposite field single to score him. And with Mason on base, Brad Esau with that subsequent 2-run home run. Off-speed offering from Sabrowski, and the count is 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Brown lines that one into the mitts of the Prospects' third baseman. Anthony Cusati right where he needed to be.
Now batting the shortstop, number 11, Brett Esau.
And now Brett Esau. Who put a 2-run home run on McDonald Drive in Swift Current the last time he stepped up to the plate. Strike one to the native of Meadow Lake. Eric Sabrowski pitching to Mac Parlow. Nick Spillman at first. Tony Olson at second. Zane Takar at short. Anthony Cusati at third base. Marion McLean in left field. Dean Olson in center. Jake Lanferman in right. Curveball. Esau swings and misses. Count is 0-2. Curveball, Esau times that nicely and belts it into left field. Esau 2 for 2 now with a 1-out single to left. That'll bring John Baeta to the plate.
John Baeta.
John Baeta swings and misses at the first offering from Eric Sabrowski. Ground ball from Baeta. Hops to Zane Takar. Potential for 2 here. 6, 4, and 3. Prospects looking for a positive to build on, and they turn a double play, and that draws some cheers from their dugout.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no.
Still a 5-run lead for the Swift Current 57s. 3 innings in the books. Top of 4 on the way. We'll be back with more Swift Current 57s baseball right after this.
Let's go down to Mitchell.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
And now, a message from your stomach.
Hey, the workday's over and it's time to eat, and I need some real good food. Some real good food from Houston Pizza. They've got savory ribs, souvlaki, steak, chicken, Greek or Caesar salad, and of course, that delicious pizza. Everything's made fresh daily. For dine-in, pickup, or delivery at Houston Pizza, you get real good food.
Houston Pizza's got lots of real good food.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's baseball. You know, big props to Bobby St. Pierre as a team guy. John Baeta was the third out in the bottom of the third. So at the beginning of every half inning, then the pitcher comes out and throws their warm-up pitches, and Bobby St. Pierre, with Baeta gearing up, went and caught Matt Michalski. St. Pierre getting some action in game number 5 of that Swift Current Weyburn series. Could have his number called later in this series as a ground ball single for Jake Lanferman. His second at bat of the game. He flew out to the catcher his last time up. And the Prospects have a man on with nobody out here in the top of the 4th inning. 5-0 lead for the Swift Current 57s. Zane Takar. Looking at innings pitched over the past few games for the 57s. Game 2 start tomorrow. I would think would be either Wells or Guyberson. Well, likely Wells. Guyberson going game 4 against Weyburn. Wells with an inning of work in that game 5 win against the Beavers. Wells likely to go game 2. And then maybe Guyberson game 3. And depending how the series is going, Guyberson may be Bobby in the pen for game 3. We'll see. 5-0 lead for the Swift Current 57s. They've jumped out to a quick and decisive lead early in the series. But as we certainly learned last series against the Weyburn Beavers, series isn't over in one game. Weyburn outscoring Swift Current 18-4 in games 1 and 2 before Swift Current roared back and won the next 3 in that best of 5. 1-2 pitch, swinging strike 3. And Zane Takar.
And that is a Patterson Agriculture strikeout for Matt Mahalski.
Goes down swinging, heads back to the dugout. Michael Gahan to the plate.
Now batting, the designated hitter number 13, Michael Gahan.
Nick Spillman on deck. Gahan's been a workhorse on the mound for the Edmonton Prospects in this postseason. And now steps up to the plate and belts a single. Blake Adams gets that throw in.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 16, Nick Spillman.
So 2 on. Runners at first and third with only 1 down, and Nick Spillman. Spillman's had himself a postseason for the Prospects, hitting .333 after a .276 regular season. RBI opportunity for Spillman. Mahalski, first pitch fastball, paints the outside corner for strike 1. Tony Olson on deck. Lights are on here at Mitchell Field as the sun sets in the western sky. A 1 pitch. Slider. Hit over top of our broadcast location here at Mitchell Field, and the count is 0-2 to Nick Spillman. Matt Mahalski, 41 pitches. There's 42 hit off of John Baeta, the catcher. 81 mile an hour from Mahalski. 3 1/3, 3 hits, and 1 strikeout so far for the starting pitcher, the big right-hander from Mansfield, Texas. Fastball up. With the count 0-2, Mahalski deployed the letter high fastball. Count now 1-2. One-two pitch. Slider heading in off the hands of Spillman. Spillman had already started his swing there. Certainly looked as though he was anticipating a fastball. One-two. Slider heading low and away. Spillman protecting the plate. With that swing into the backstop, count remains 1-2. Six pitch at bat so far, Matt Mahalski and Nick Spillman. slider, fly ball, left field. Blake Adams makes the catch. Runner tags at third. Throw is coming in. And a run comes in to score for the Prospects. Sac fly RBI by Nick Spillman, but they get the runner at second as Riley Campbell cut that off.
Now
or safe at second, rather.
Your batter, the second baseman, number 5, Tony Olson.
So a sac fly RBI from Nick Spillman puts the Prospects on the board. Olson grounding into a double play the last time he was up. First pitch fastball from Michalski is up, ball 1. Fastball outside. Baeta drops to his knees to keep that ball in front of him. 2-0 count now with 2 away here. Runner on at second. It's a 5-1 ball game. Nick Spillman with a sac fly RBI, bringing home Jake Lanferman. Top of the 4th inning. So the Prospects take a nibble into that big lead that the 57s had established after that 4-run second inning. Fastball, strike 1. Two-one pitch. Fastball up. Michalski looks the runner at second. Slider for strike 2. That was pitch number 50 for Michalski. Top of the 4th. Full count now, 3-2. And Michalski steps off the rubber. The 3-2 pitch. And a breaking ball that just broke outside. And Tony Olson draws the walk.
Number 17, Marion McLean.
So 2 away here, top of the 4th inning. Marion McLean, who grounded out to second his last time up. Second time through the order for the Edmonton Prospects. They've put 1 on the board. They have 2 on now, and there's 2 away. Michalski, fastball to a lefty, goes low and away. 1-0 the count. Two-0 count after that fastball came in low. Anthony Cusati on deck. Fly ball. Hit into foul territory. Riley Campbell negotiates with the ball, twisting in the wind, and makes the catch at the bullpen pitcher's mound. So Campbell takes an adventure into foul territory that pays dividends. Prospects score 1 and strand 2. Bottom of the fourth coming up. 5-1, 57's lead. We'll be back with more Swift Current 57's baseball right after this.
Win a jackpot on a select bank of machines to be entered into the weekly draw for rider tickets and merchandise. Draw to be held every Sunday at 8 p.m. Winner does not need to be present to win, but you must be playing with your card to win. Live it up at Living Sky Casino.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Use your game sense.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's baseball. 600 fans plus here taking in game number 1 of the WMBL final between the 57s and the Prospects, a rematch of last year's championship series in the league. The name and the colors have changed for one of the participants in the league final, as Cole Thibodeau, 9-1-2 for the 57s. Cole to lead off here. Thibodeau successfully putting down a sac bunt the last time he was up to advance runners. First pitch to Thibodeau. Fastball for strike one. New pitcher on the mound for the Prospects. It's Brandon Hill out of Edmonton. Right-handed reliever coming in after Sabrowski. Gave the Prospects 3 innings, allowing 6 hits, 5 runs, 4 of them earned, striking out 2 and walking 1. 85-mile-an-hour fastball from Thibodeau. He swung and missed. And the count is 0-2. Hill, an Edmonton product, as is all of their pitching staff, basically. Nothing in 2, the count to Thibodeau after he got a piece of that last ball, fouling it. Sorry. 0-2 curveball just stays up. Brandon Hill, 1-2 pitch. Thibodeau gets a piece of that. Ground ball. Tony Olson spins and throws, and Cole Thibodeau goes down via the 4-3.
Now batting, sponsored by ACT, the third baseman, number 8.
Here comes Riley Campbell. Campbell 2 RBI, 2 hits, a run scored in 2 at-bats. First pitch fastball inside, catching the inside part of the plate, and count is 0-1. Fastball high and into Campbell, and it's 2-1. Campbell, fly ball to left, hit back, hit deep. Can he do it twice? A second solo home run for Riley Campbell. And the 57s get their 5-run lead back. It's 6-1 Swift. Riley Campbell's been a postseason warrior for the Swift Current 57s. And in game 1 of the championship final, 2 solo bombs. I like the move by Prospects coach Tom Brown to take Sabrowski out. Opposite field shot by Bondarchuk. Single for Bones. And Matt scurrying to second base. He better hurry, and nope, he'll get thrown out. 7-4. So Bondarchuk tries to leg a single into a double.
Now batting, sponsored by Living Sky.
And Marion McLean on target in left field to get Bones out at second. Ray Brown, coach of the Edmonton Prospects. I like the move to get Sabrowski out of there. With his pitch count still low, you could potentially still use him in a game 3 or 4 if necessary. One-0 count. 2 down for Blake Adams. Brandon Hill, breaking ball to Blake. Opposite field foul by Adams.
Yes, that's the center mother's foul ball. We're going to get that foul ball and bring it back to the souvenir booth. To get a.
Daniel Morgan giving a shout out to Blake Adams and the 57s all the way from Dallas. Adams, 2-1 count. Fastball. Oh, Blake just missing that one. Fouling that baseball out of here. 2-2 the count now with 2 away. Bodie Cooper on deck. Brandon Hill in the bottom of the 4th. Ground ball up the middle. Diving is Zane Takar, but that's past his outstretched glove. Adams singles with 2 outs.
Electric, the first baseman, number 5, Bodie Cooper.
Bodie Cooper, 308 postseason hitter for the 57s thus far in 2017 after a 306 regular season that saw him hit 7 home runs to go with 27 runs batted in. There's a shot to right field. That's going to drop in fair. Blake Adams rounding second and heading for third. Bodie Cooper gallops to second base, throws away from the second baseman. Adams will score. Bodie will head to third. And the 57s nab a 7-1 lead here in Game 1 of the championship finals.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 26, Nick Conyers.
Bodie blooping one into the Bermuda Triangle on the right side. Blake Adams, one of the faster guys on the team with a good jump on that. Moves to third. Bodie challenges the Prospects by moving to second base. They throw the ball away. Adams comes in to score. And Cooper perched 90 feet away from home plate at third base. Nick Conyers to the plate now. Conyers getting the ball rolling for that big 4-run second inning for the 57s, reaching on air. Scampering to second base afterwards, and he hits a ball to right field, but there to make the catch in right is Jake Lanferman. 57 score 2 more. They strand one, but put up a deuce in their half of the fourth. It's 7-1 with the top of the fifth on the way. This is 57's Baseball, brought to you by Crop Production Services and Living Sky Casino.
Let's go down to Mitchell. Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Win a jackpot on a select bank of machines to be entered into the weekly draw for rider tickets and merchandise. Draw to be held every Sunday at 8 p.m. Winner does not need to be present to win, but you must be playing with your card to win. Live it up at Living Sky Casino.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Use your game sense.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's Baseball. A quiet summer night in Swift Current. What a great summer for baseball we've had here in 17. Area farmers won't call it a great summer by any means, as they certainly could have used a lot more moisture, but a hot July turned into some great nights for baseball. Increased attendance big time this year for the Swift Current 57s, and now in August, the hooded sweatshirts are necessary for these playoff games here at Mitchell Field. In Saskatchewan, we call a hooded sweatshirt a bunny hug, and an abundance of Swift Current 57's bunny hugs have made their way out of the souvenir booth. The name and color change has resulted in great merchandise sales for the team this year. It's been nice to see this summer, just driving around Swift Current and all over southwest Saskatchewan. They sell bright orange shirts at the concession, and those certainly stand out wherever you go. Anthony Cusati fouls one down the right field line. Count is 3-2. 57s with a 2-run fourth to go up 7-1 here in Game 1 of the WMBL final. Matt Michalski so far, the native of Mansfield, Texas, on the mound for the 57s. 4 innings of work. 1 earned run, 3 hits, striking out 1 and walking 1. And if you like to keep count of pitches, here comes number 61 from Michalski. And it's a slider for strike 3.
And that is a Patterson Agriculture strikeout for Matt Michalski.
Anthony Cusati looking at that breaking ball from Michalski. And the number 8 hitter in Edmonton's batting order, Mackenzie Parlow, will come to the plate. It's the top of the 5th inning. Prospects with 3 hits. Swift Current 57s have 10. And it's a 7-1 lead for Swift Current. One-0 pitch. Parlow, center field. Matt Bondarchuk, 2 away.
batting, the center fielder, number 15, Dean Olson.
Dean Olson, representing the number 9 spot in the Prospects batting order, their center fielder. Regardless of what happens at game number 1 and 2 here in Swift, very much looking forward to another trip to Remax Field in Edmonton. Turf infield, everything there plays so fast. You don't see a lot of home runs, but you see so many extra base hits. And with a very passionate fan base in Edmonton that seems to grow each and every year. High-quality baseball on the field, great fan experience off the field. Kudos to the Edmonton Prospects organization. A couple of trips to the WMBL finals last year and this year. But the crew there put on a great game, and it's showing by an increased number of people in the stands. Last time the 57s were in Edmonton, 2,000 people at the Prospects game with the Edmonton Eskimos playing at Commonwealth Stadium at the same time. So a great crowd at a baseball game, despite CFL football happening in the same town. Strike 2. Not so fast, Dean Olson, says home plate umpire Trevor Drury. It's a full count now, 3-2. Three-two pitch, Michalski, slider. Oh, Trevor thought about it, but calls ball 4. You can see Trevor, he just had the shoulder twitch. He was ready for the strike 3 behind the plate, but anyway, Olson gets the walk. 1 on with 2 out here. 7-1 lead for the Swift Current 57s. Our baseball webcast brought to you by Living Sky Casino and Swift Currents, as well as Crop Production Services, Swift Current office. Michalski. Fastball in. Fouled out of here by Jake Lanferman, leadoff hitter, who's 1 for 2, flying out to the catcher and singling in this one. But one pitch. That's low and away. There's the big green sail for a hitter's eye in Swift Current. There used to be a lot of trees out there in center field, which provided a good hitter's eye, but one off season, the hitter's eye got pruned. So with hitter safety in mind, Swift Current putting that big sail-like structure out there. Ground ball hit by Lanferman to Cole Thibodeau. Prospects will strand one. Bottom of 5 coming up. 7-1 the lead for the Swift Current 57s. We'll be back with more Swift Current 57s baseball after this.
In favor of the Swift Current 57s over the Edmonton Prospects. Swift Current 57s are proud to have the Days in.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Win a jackpot on a select bank of machines to be entered into the weekly draw for rider tickets and merchandise. Draw to be held every Sunday at 8 p.m. Winner does not need to be present to win, but you must be playing with your card to win. Live it up at Living Sky Casino.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Use your game sense. When planning your Swift Current stay, call the Days Inn. Just a short walk from Living Sky Casino and a few minutes from world-class golf, Days Inn offers free Wi-Fi, a continental breakfast to go with newly renovated rooms. Ask about suites with kitchenettes. Unwind in the jacuzzi suite. If you're driving a large truck, no problem. There's lots of free parking. The Days Inn is home to locally renowned meeting and banquet facilities as well. Call 306-773-4623. The Days Inn, the host hotel for the Swift Current 57s.
Leading off for the Swift Current 57s is designated hitter number 9, Mason Brown.
Mason Brown, Brett Esau, John Baeta. Due up for the 57s. Brandon Hill gets set for his second inning of work in relief for the Edmonton Prospects. The Edmonton native, fastball to Brown. Hits that into right field. Jake Lanferman is there to make the catch for the first out of the 5th. Bottom
now
up.
Batting, the shortstop, number 11, Brett Esau.
Brett Esau, 2 for 2. 2-run home run and a single so far. So Brett Esau, 1 down here, 5th inning fastball. Outside, ball 1. These two teams will do it all again in 24 hours. Game number 2 of this WMBL final. We'll be here at Mitchell Field. First pitch 7:05 before things move to Edmonton. I know some people were curious, given the distance between these two teams, if they would do a 2-3. But the distance from Swift Current to Edmonton, just close enough that this best-of-5 series is a 2-2-1. 2 in Swift, 2 in Edmonton, and then 1 back here if necessary. Fastball. Catches the inside part of the plate for a strike. Brandon Hill. Shot by Esau. That is a loud foul ball. Fans will encourage him to, quote, straighten that out, and Esau will step out of the batter's box with the count 2-2 with 1 down here. Two-two pitch, breaking ball, outside.
Sorry.
3-2 count to Esau. Brandon Hill. Fastball. Esau launches that to left center. Goodbye, baseball.
And that is a WWE Special Short SCI Canada Premium Play. A solo home run for Brett Esau. That's his 2nd home run of the game.
Brett Esau gives a house on McDonald Drive in Swift Current to free baseball, and it's 8-1 57s.
Now batting, the catcher, number 32, John Baeta.
That's Brett's 4th home run of the postseason. His 15th since arriving in Swift Current. And the 57's now up a converted touchdown. It's 8-1 in the bottom of the 5th. The athleticism and power displayed by Brett Esau is something special. John Baeta fouls that out of here. One and 2 count to John Baeta. Brandon Hill, breaking ball, Baeta singling to right field. And now John's 2 for 3 in this 8-1 lead for the 57s. That'll bring Cole Thibodeau to the plate, number 9 batter in Swift's batting order. 1 out here in the 5th
Now
inning.
batting, the second baseman, number 1, Cole Thibodeau.
If you're just joining us, it's 8-1 for the Swift Current 57s. Brett Esau and Riley Campbell both have 2 home run nights for Swift. Fastball, Thibodeau, strike 1 from Brandon Hill. Cole Thibodeau singling into right field. And for the 57s, that's their 13th hit of the ball game.
Riley Campbell.
Bottom of the 5th, Campbell with 2 home runs and an RBI single. This will be his 4th at bat. 3 hits and 3 at bats, 3 RBI, and 2 runs scored for Riley. Mac Parlow, the catcher for the Prospects, heading out to talk to Brandon Hill. So Campbell with 1 down. Runners on at first and second. Bottom of 5, 8-1 Swift Current lead. Curveball just above the belt. Ball 1 to Riley. One-0 pitch. Brandon Hill looks the runner at second. Fastball low and away. 2-0 count. Three consecutive hits for the 57s here in the bottom of the 5th inning. A Brett Esau solo home run. And then singles from John Baeta and Cole Thibodeau have 2 on now in this 8-1 Swift Current lead. Fastball inside, jamming Riley Campbell. There's a fly ball, shallow center field. And that ball drops into no man's land to load the bases. And that's the kind of night it's been for the Edmonton Prospects.
Number 22, Matt Bondarchuk.
The Prospects, to get this far in the WMBL playoffs, have had to play a lot of mistake-free baseball. And going back to the 2nd inning, Nick Conyas and the 57s holding the Prospects accountable for an infield error and then touching Edmonton up for 4 runs after that. 5-1 ball game. A fly ball that just blooped into no man's land has the bases loaded for Swift Current, and Ray Brown is going to head out and have a chat with his pitcher. Scott Kramers is warming up in the Prospects bullpen. The 6'6" righty will go all the way over to the bullpen to get a shot of him warming up. Brandon Hill staying put for now. 1 down, bases loaded, Matt Bondarchuk. Bondarchuk singled his last time up, but was thrown out trying to leg a single into a double. That ball pops away from the catcher, Mackenzie Parlow. Just given where that ball rolled, John Baeta feeling it best to stay put. 7-run lead for Swift Current, only 1 down. One-0 pitch. Fastball, 1-1. One pitch with one away. Hill. Fastball heading low and away and fouled out by Bondarchuk.
Those guys are climbing the fence. Well, they were.
Young hooligans out in left field. And the bases loaded for the 57s. Bondarchuk, fly ball to shallow right. Catch is made. Baeta will stay put. Jake Lanferman getting that ball in a hurry.
Now batting, sponsored by Living.
And now Blake Adams with a turn with the bases loaded.
Blake Adams.
So bases loaded. Brett Esau has a home run this inning. John Baeta, Cole Thibodeau, and Riley Campbell with hits since then to load the bases. 2 out. Adams, with good bat speed, fouls that ball out of here for strike one. Talk about a guy with the total package in terms of athleticism, Blake Adams. Strength, speed. Oh, 1. Fastball high and in. 1-1 with 2 away. One pitch. Curveball stays above the belt, and it's 2-1. Brandon Hill wanting a new baseball. Two and one now with 2 down. Fastball, Adams, fly ball. That's heading into the seats at Mitchell Field. And look what I got, says that young man. 2-2 now to Adams. The count remains with 2 away here, and the bases loaded. 57's looking to put this one out of reach if they can. It's 8-1 in the bottom of the 5th. Two pitch. Curveball. In the dirt, blocked by Parlow. Full count. Bodie Cooper on deck. Full count pitch to Blake Adams. John Baeta at third, Cole Thibodeau at second, Riley Campbell at first. 3-2 pitch. Fastball low. A run is walked in, and the 57's go up 9-1.
Now batting, sponsored by Melhoff Electric, the first baseman, number 5, Bodie Cooper.
57's with 2 more here in the bottom of the 5th to go up 9-1 on the Edmonton Prospects. Game number 1 of the WMBL Championship Final. Glad you could join us for this one as Bodie Cooper hits one in the 5-6 gap. 2 are going to score here. Well, second run may be close. Riley Campbell better get down and safe at home. Two come in to score. And the 57s get a double-digit lead here. It's 11-1 in the bottom of the fifth. Here comes Ray Brown. And there goes Brandon Hill. Hill, 1.2 innings of work. 46 pitches thrown.
This is a masterpiece.
9 hits, 6 earned runs, walking 1.
Number 30, Scott Kramers.
Scott Kramers will be deployed. The 6'6" righty will let Kramers warm up here, and we'll be back with more Swift Current 57's baseball shortly, brought to you by Crop Production Services and Living Sky Casino. 11-1, Swift Current leads it.
At the Hearing Place, we're making a positive difference in the lives of our clients' hearing health. We are a full-time, fully licensed hearing health care facility. Our goal is to improve and maintain our clients' hearing health with personal attention and ongoing support. As an audiologist with more than 15 years experience, I work with clients of all ages, including toddlers and newborns. This is not only my vocation, but my passion. When you come into the Hearing Place, you will receive a complete diagnostic hearing evaluation using state-of-the-art equipment. We talk about the specific reasons for your visit and the hearing situations you find most difficult. We then discuss the hearing options that are right for you, your budget, and your lifestyle. The end goal is to ensure you leave with the knowledge and confidence about your future of hearing health. The Hearing Place. For more information, visit www.thehearingplace.ca.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 26, Nick Conyers.
Scott Kramers, 8 appearances in the regular season, 17 innings of work. 19 hits, 9 runs, only 5 earned. He struck out 10 and walked 1. 0-1 with a 2.59 earned run average for the right-handed pitcher from Edmonton, Scott Kramers. First pitch fastball jamming Nick Conyers, and that is right in the glove of Tony Olson. So 1 pitch, 1 out in relief, just what the doctor ordered for the Edmonton Prospects. 57s.
5 hits, no errors, and 2 men left.
Strand 2 and score 2.
It's 11-1 in favor of the Swift Current
11-1, 57s.
Edmonton Prospects.
Right back with the top of the 6th in just a moment.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
When you need to unwind, visit Smiley's Lounge at the Days Inn Swift Current. Smiley's offers daily food specials and a full menu. Ask about their daily homemade soup and a wide variety of wings. Need something to go? Visit their off sale selling cold beer, hard liquor, wine and coolers, and all the ice you need. Need takeout or a catering service? Call 306-778-4600. Smiley's Lounge, North Service Road East, Swift Current.
Thanks for playing. Leading off for the Edmonton Prospects.
11-1 lead for the Swift Current 57s.
Leading off for the Edmonton Prospects, pinch hitter number 11, Aiden Huggins.
And Aiden Huggins comes in to hit. Huggins hitting where Dean Olson was in the Prospects order. Or pardon me, nope, that's where Zane Takar was. Matt Michalski, his 6th inning of work. First pitch fastball to Huggins. Paints the outside corner, strike 1. 11-1 lead for the Swift Current 57s. In game number 1 for Swift, things have gone smoothly. Breaking ball from Michalski as he goes to a 0-1 slider, just missing outside, 1-1. Fastball from Michalski inside, foul. Matt Michalski threw 5, 3 hits, 1 earned run, striking out 2 and walking 2. Closing in on 80 pitches for the native of Mansfield, Texas, here in the 6th. Fastball up, 2-2. Pitch number 88 from Michalski. That slider goes low and away, and full count now, 3-2. Three-two pitch. Michalski paints the outside corner, and it's a called strike 3. Third strikeout of the game. Mantastic from Mansfield.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 13, Michael Gahan.
First pitch to Michael Gahan. 1-0 count. 57s had a 4-run second and also a 4-run 5th. And things are certainly looking good here in game number 1. Two-0 pitch from Michalski, called strike. The velocity of the wind had died down over the past few innings, but seems to be picking up a little bit to left field. 2-1 pitch. And John Baeta just wants to get on the same page with his pitcher. Baeta, the catcher from Port St. Lucie, Florida, and Michalski, big Texan, University of Texas at Arlington, where Michalski just wrapped up his senior year, is where he played his school ball. Michalski, a good friend of last year's Swift Current MVP and league MVP Alec Humphreys. Humphreys a key part in Swift Current's championship season. He would love it if his buddy Matt Michalski could provide a similar contribution. Walk there issued to Gahan.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 16, Nick Spillman.
So Michael Gahan with a 1-out walk. Nick Spillman to take a turn now. Spillman's third plate appearance. Sac fly RBI to bring in the Prospects' lone run the last time he was up. Single and a sac fly RBI, so 2 fruitful endeavors at the plate tonight for Spillman in his previous 2 at-bats, now hitting .333 in the postseason. Spillman from Welland, Ontario. Two-0 count. Michalski Fastball hit by Spillman, foul.
Kids, that's another
Taps the roof of the snack shack here.
Ball and bring it back to the souvenir booth. Get a
2-1. Fastball, evening things out at 2-2. 86-mile-an-hour heater from Michalski. Michalski misses that same spot. There was just a called strike moments ago. Ball drifts outside, and it's 3-2 now to Spillman with one away. Spillman representing the number 4 spot in Edmonton's batting order. Tony Olson is on deck. 3-2 pitch. Spillman, ground ball, past a diving Cole Thibodeau.
Now batting, the Swift Autobody Beer batter, the second baseman, number 5, Tony Olson.
4th hit of the ball game for the Prospects, second for Nick Spillman. And there's 2 on now with 1 out. Bird's eye view of this one. Pitch heads outside. 1-0 count. And Joe Carnahan making his way out of the dugout. He'll ask Matt Michalski how things are going here in the top of the 6th inning. 57's up 11-1. For Joe Carnahan, the longest part of any mound visit is the time it takes him to get out there. As you've seen in our pregame shows each and every game with Joe, he'll never be accused of talking too much. Jam shot. Campbell at third. Gets the throw over to first to take care of Tony Olson. Runners advance to second and third.
Sale, 2 for $8 at the Diamond Energy Beer booth until the end of this inning. Now batting, pinch hitter number 4, Mac Portell.
And Derek Shedden is going to check into this game. And looking at the Prospects lineup card, Shedden's name is not on there. So I don't know if he'll be able to come in here. Not sure what the rule is. Shedden's name's not on the lineup card. And that's the holdup right now. Looking at the lineup card in this one, and I did tweet out the lineup card earlier. Shedden's name not on there. So Trevor Drury, the home plate umpire, asking Joe Carnahan, "You cool with this guy playing?" And Joe's not going to get hung up over a technicality like that. So Derek Shedden will get the at bat here. Joe wants to win and lose a ball game. with his team's best and their team's best on the field, not because of a scorecard technicality. There'd be a lot more protest from other coaches in the league if that were the scenario. But anyway, Derek Shedden at the plate. Count is 0-1. Shedden .238 in the regular season for the Prospects as he fouls that one off.
Correction, the pinch hitter is number 4, Derek Shedden.
Shedden hitting .714 in the postseason, limited at bats, and he's made the most of his time at the plate. He's here with 2 out and 2 on here. Pitch inside, and it's 1-2. Two-two pitch, John Baeta and Matt Michalski agree on what they're going to throw, but Shedden will step out of the batter's box. Shedden will go the distance with Michalski in his first at bat of the ball game here with a full count, 3-2 with 2 away here in the top of the 6th inning, and an 11-1 lead for the Swift Current 57s in game number 1 of this WMBL final. 2 on here though for the Prospects as they look to put a dent in that lead. Fastball up, Shedden walks.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 24, Anthony Casati.
So Anthony Casati has the bases loaded here with 2 down. Trey Taylor preps in the 57's bullpen, with an acrobatic catch made there by Fernando Pena. Matt Michalski, bases loaded here, trying to keep the Edmonton Prospects at bay. 5-game playoff series. You want to deprive your opposition of any opportunity to get momentum going. Swift up by a lot in this game, and they want to keep it that way. Anthony Casati 0 for 2. Strike 2. Michalski goes right after him after walking Shedden. Count 0-2. Slider, pop fly. Brett Esau at short. Battles with the breeze and makes the catch. So the Prospects knock on the door, but they're unable to plate any runners. They strand 3. Bottom of 6 coming up, 11-1 57s. We'll be back right after these messages.
Swift Current 57s would like to take time to recognize the bullpen. Go from their home to a place.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Win a jackpot on a select bank of machines to be entered into the weekly draw for rider tickets and merchandise. Draw to be held every Sunday at 8 p.m. Winner does not need to be present to win, but you must be playing with your card to win. Live it up at Living Sky Casino.
Living Sky Casino.
Use your game sense.
Thank you to Swift Current Building Supplies for providing the materials for the new patio at Mitchell Field.
See Swift Current Building Supplies for all types of lumber, kitchen hardware, tools, power tools, fence, and shed packing.
Your one stop, we carry everything shop for building and renovation.
Building supplies, farm and ranch, construction, paints, and decor. Swift Current Building Supplies, Swift Current's complete home and farm building supply center. Highway 1 West.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's baseball. Ryan Schweitzer at Mitchell Field with the Swift Current 57s up 11-1 here. Scott Kramers gets set for another inning of work on the mound for the Prospects.
Hitter number 9, Mason Brown.
6th inning in Mason Brown. Mason Brown, the number 6 hitter in Swift Current's batting order. RBI single. He's lined out and flown out tonight, so 1 for 3. Brown, a key part of that big 4-run second inning, which helped propel the Swift Current 57s to the lead that they have now. When this game was close, Mason Brown was key. 11-1 lead for the Swift Current 57s. Scott Kramers, right-handed pitcher from Edmonton. First pitch, fastball to Mason. Count is 0-1. Nice curveball from Kramers. 69 miles an hour with plenty of movement on that breaking ball. Count 0-2 to Brown. Catcher lines up outside. 85-mile-an-hour fastball up and out. 1-2. A few defensive changes for the Prospects. Kramers still pitching. Matt Cortell is behind the plate. Aiden Huggins is at short. Derek Shedden is in left. Pitch jams Mason. High and inside. He fouls that off. Count is still 1-2. Nick Spillman, Tony Olson, Anthony Cusati still in the infield. Dean Olson and Jake Lanferman still playing right and center. Curveball, Brown. Singles into right field. And Mason Brown with another late inning single.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 11, Brett Esau.
Now, if the game was closer in this situation, Mason Brown would be subbed out and Thomas DeBonville would come in and pinch run. But 11-1 the score. Joe will keep DeBonville in the dugout for now. Brett Esau with 2 home runs in this game. Curveball, called strike. Esau 3 for 3, 2 home runs and a single. A 1 pitch. Kramers. Nice breaking ball. Esau swings and misses. Count is 0-2. Brett Esau, 11 regular season home runs and 4 in the postseason, 15 home runs. It's been a summer of the long ball for the native of Meadow Lake. An all-in type hitter. Just misses this one. He's going to pop it up. Second baseman Tony Olson. And the center fielder comes in and drops the ball. They'll get Mason Brown at second. But Brett Esau on at first.
Now batting, the catcher, number 32, John Baeta.
Dean Olson running in from center field to try and get that fly ball. Couldn't squeeze it. So 1 down. They get Mason Brown at second base. Brett Esau talked about what an exciting player he is to watch. Swinging that bat and attempting to hit baseballs with extreme prejudice. The youngster struck out his fair share of times, but some of the biggest home runs that we've seen at Mitchell Field off the bat of number 11 this year. John Baeta to the plate now with 1 down, count 1-0. Esau on at first. .85-mile-an-hour fastball up. John Baeta's 2 for 3 this game. Fastball just above the shoes of John. 3-0. Scott Kramers. Eye height to Baeta.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 1, Cole Thibodeau.
One out, guys. One away.
Cole Thibodeau. Native of Omaha, Nebraska. Nothing in 1 count here with 1 down. Runners on at first and second. Scott Kramers looks Esau. Curveball to Thibodeau. Check swing. No, he didn't. Thibodeau representing the number 9 hitter in the batting order, Riley Campbell on deck. Jam shot by Thibodeau hit hard towards Swift Current's bullpen. Making sure Fernando's paying attention.
Now batting,
and Thibodeau taking first.
The third baseman, number 8, Riley Campbell.
And catcher obstruction, the official call on that last one. So Cole Thibodeau gets first, all runners advance. After Thibodeau fouled that over. So Matt Cortell puts his glove out a little bit too far, impeding the swing of Thibodeau. And now the bases are loaded and 1 down. Top of the order for Riley Campbell, who has 2 home runs this game. Campbell 4 hits and 4 at-bats. 3 RBI and 3 runs scored. Change up to Campbell. Catching the outside part of the plate. Count is 2-1 now. Two-one pitch. Another change up from Scott Kramers, and it's 3-1. 3-1 pitch. Kramers. Fastball, ground ball, potential for 2 here, and that hops away from the shortstop as Aiden Huggins wasn't able to squeeze that, and a run comes in to score. It's 12-1 57s. And still but 1 out.
Now batting, sponsored by JTS Bus Lines, as center fielder number 22, Matt Bodnerchuk.
Strike called to Bondarchuk. A 1 pitch. Bondarchuk just over the head of the second baseman. Potential double play now. 4, 6, and 3. The Prospects turn 2. 57 score 1 more, though, in their half of the 6th inning, and we head to the 7th. It's a 12-1 Swift Current lead, game number 1 of the WMBL final. We'll be back with more 57's baseball right after this.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
And now, a message from your stomach.
Hey, the workday's over and it's time to eat, and I need some real good food. Some real good food from Houston Pizza. They've got savory ribs, souvlaki, steak, chicken, Greek or Caesar salad, and of course, that delicious pizza. Everything's made fresh daily. For dine-in, pickup, or delivery at Houston Pizza, you get real good food.
Houston Pizza's got lots of real good food.
$105-449. That's 105-449. Please go to the souvenir booth to claim your prize, courtesy of Lens Plumbing and Heating. Leading off for the Edmonton Prospects, the catcher, number 25, Matt Portell.
First at bat of the game for Matt Cortell, leading off for the Prospects here in the top of the 7th, where the 57s have a 7 or a 12-1 lead. Edmonton Prospects getting to this WMBL final, upsetting the league regular season champion Okotoks Dogs in the first round. And then in a 3 versus 4 matchup, went 4 against the Medicine Hat Mavericks. So for the second year in a row, the WMBL final is the Swift Current 57s and the Edmonton Prospects. Second year in a row, 57s finishing top in the East, Prospects finishing 4th in the West. Portell's going to walk here.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 15, Dean Olson.
Center fielder Dean Olson to take a turn now with nobody out and 1 on. A windy night in Swift Current for game number 1 of this WMBL final. We'll have game number 2 for you at 7:05 tomorrow. Keep your eye on the 57's website. We'll embed the YouTube stream on there tomorrow morning.
We're going to get that foul ball and bring it back to the souvenir booth to get a...
We'll also tweet and Facebook the live stream link for tomorrow night's game on the 57 social presence. Webcast numbers are up this year. Pretty much all the numbers for the 57s are up, on field and off. Increased attendance, increased webcast numbers, increased runs scored. Matt Michalski. Base hit. As that offering is flared into the outfield.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 22, Jake Lamperman.
As Dean Olson singles and puts himself on at first. Nobody out here, runners on at first and second. 7th inning, Prospects down by 11. It's 12-1. Edmonton looking for some positives to build on for Game 2. Fastball from Michalski. There's a shot to right field. Nick Kanyas has to hurry. Kanyas zeroes in on that ball, makes the catch. Runner at second tags up. And the Prospects move the man to third.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 11, Eden Huggins.
Huggins 0 for 1, striking out his last time up. Infielder whose hometown is Edmonton. No shortage of homegrown talent for the Prospects this year. As that's got to be a feel-good story. Big chunk of talent from Edmonton. Sherwood Park area also well represented on this Prospects roster. Huggins' first pitch foul ball into John Baeta. Runners on at first and third, one down here in the top of the 7th inning. 12-1 lead for the 57s. Matt Michalski so far 6 1/3, allowing 5 hits. Striking out 3. Slider stays up. Fastball, no doubter for strike 2. '57s were able to get to the Prospects ace, Eric Sabrowski, early with a solo home run in the first and then a 4-run second. Chasing him early. Pitch gets away from John Baeta, and Dean Olson will be able to scurry to second base. Michalski. Breaking ball called, strike 3, taking care of Huggins.
Strikeout for Matt Michalski.
Michalski goes slider.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 13, Michael Gahan.
Michael Gahan to the plate now. Runners on at second and third, 2 away. Prospects have stranded a few this game. 57s have managed to get themselves out of trouble a few times. Prospects have left 6 on base in this one as a fastball from Michalski inside to Gahan, fouled off. Allison Adams in Longview, Texas. Shout out to Blake from his sister watching. So proud of what Blake has done this year. And of course, a shout out to Riley Campbell and Mason Brown's billet mom, the incomparable Nancy Anderson, enjoying this game from Fishing Lake, Saskatchewan. Breaking ball, fly ball, center field. Matt Bondarchuk battles wind and makes the catch. Prospects have now stranded 8 on base. Top of the 7th is in the books. 12-1 Swift. Bottom of Sev coming up. We'll be back with more 57's baseball after this.
Win a jackpot on a select bank of machines to be entered into the weekly draw for rider tickets and merchandise. Draw to be held every Sunday at 8 p.m. Winner does not need to be present to win, but you must be playing with your card to win. Live it up at Living Sky Casino.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Use your game sense.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
Welcome back to more Swift Current 57's baseball. 12-1 game 1 lead for the 57s. Opening the WMBL Championship Series against the Edmonton Prospects tonight in Swift Current. Big hello to friend of the 57s in hostile territory, Kim Johnston. Morning guy on My 96 Radio in Medicine Hat. For my money, the finest public address / music guy in the WMBL. Kim Johnston for the Medicine Hat Mavericks. He does a great job for the Mavericks, but we know, number one in his heart, the team that now wears green and orange. And hopefully in Medicine Hat just accepts that. Shot by Blake Adams. A well-hit ball to left field. That's over the head of the left fielder and will bounce to the wall. Balake gallops to second base. With his sister Allison watching in Longview. A somewhat long ball from Blake Adams. And the 57s have a runner on at second with nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th. Bodie Cooper to the plate now. So Bodie Cooper with Adams on at second. Breaking ball. Bodie takes. 1-0 count. We'll bring some WD-40 for my seat for game number 2, and we'll await the 1-0 pitch to Cooper. Fastball up. Scott Kramer's 1.1 innings of work thus far, allowing 2 hits, 1 run unearned. Bodie's the 9th hitter that he's faced. Prospects warming up Brett Higgins in their bullpen. Two and 1 the count to Bodie. . There's a shot by Cooper, hit deep to right field. Trouble if it stays fair, and that does stay fair. Blake Adams rounding second, heading for home. Adams will score. Cooper will double. And it's 13-1, 57s. An opposite field shot to right in the corner of the ballpark.
Number 26, Nick Conyers.
So nobody out. 57s with their 13th run of the ball game. They're up by 12 now. Scott Kramers. Fastball to Conyers. More good news for the 57s in this one. Matt Michalski, 7 innings of work. So if this is going to turn into a long series, which it still very well might, 57's in good shape pitching-wise, as at least through 7. They've only used one guy thus far in game number 1. 57's no better than any team in the WMBL, not to put too much stock in a big game 1 win, as the Weyburn Beavers came into Swift Current, game number 1 of that series, beat the 57's 12-4, and then took game 2 6-0. So anything can and often does in this league in the postseason. Pitch is going to get away from the catcher, and Bodie Cooper will just stay put at third base. The up 6 after 6 rule in the mind of Bodie Cooper, as he elected to not gallop home after that ball got through Quartel. 3-1 the count to Nick Conyers now. Conyers lines one into the mid of the first baseman, Nick Spillman.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 9, Mason Brown.
So Mason Brown to the plate with Bodie Cooper on at third. Fastball just above the belt of Mason. Change up just a bit outside to Mason Brown. Mason Brown, ground ball, hops up on the third baseman, and a nice throw from Anthony Cusati over to first to take care of Brown.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 11, Brett Esau.
Brett Esau, 3 hits, 2 of them home runs in this one. Bodie Cooper at third base, 13-1, 57's lead. Esau drills that one right towards your living room, and that'll be strike 1. Oh, 1 to Esau, Scott Kramers. Breaking ball, Esau Line drive right into the glove of Anthony Olson at second base. Looked like it was potentially going to handcuff him for a second, but Olson doing a good job of squeezing that twisting ball.
1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on after 7 innings complete.
1 is left out there. 13-1 the lead for the 57s, top of 8 coming up. 57s baseball is brought to you by Crop Production Services and Living Sky Casino.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Win a jackpot on a select bank of machines to be entered into the weekly draw for rider tickets and merchandise. Draw to be held every Sunday at 8 p.m. Winner does not need to be present to win, but you must be playing with your card to win. Live it up at Living Sky Casino.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Use your game sense.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
New pitcher for the Swift Current 57s, Trey Taylor coming in to work. Matt Michalski giving the 57s the Game 1 start they needed in this Game 1 of the championship series. Michalski 7 innings of work, allowing 5 hits, 1 earned run, 4 strikeouts along the way, walking 5, facing 30 batters.
Number 16, Nick Spillman.
Nick Spillman leading off for the Prospects. Trey Taylor, 22 regular season appearances, 2.45 earned run average. Strikes out a guy an inning, 25 strikeouts in 25.2 innings. Taylor in the playoffs, 2 appearances, 3 innings of work, striking out 2, walking 2, allowing 2 hits. ERA of 3. He last saw action on that Thursday night 11-1 win in Weyburn, going an inning, walking 1, facing 4 batters. Pitch hops away from Baeta. Fastball from Trey, 2-0 to Nick Spillman. Nick Spillman, Tony Olson, and Derek Shedden due up for the Prospects, barring any changes by Ray Brown. Prospects warming up lefty Andrew Greeter in their bullpen. 3-0 count here. Trey Taylor working against Nick Spillman. .30 pitch. Taylor. Fastball for strike 1. .57 still with the same lineup in the field that they've been going with throughout most of the playoffs. John Baeta behind the plate, Bodie at first, Cole Thibodeau at second, Esau at short, Riley Campbell at third. And Blake Adams in left field gets a one-hopper hit his way. Matt Bondarchuk in center, Nick Kanyas in right.
Now batting, the Swift Autobody Beer batter, the second baseman, number 5, Tony Olson.
Veteran Nick Spillman, a bright spot in the Prospects lineup. He's 3 for 3 now with an RBI. The runner at first base having a good night at the plate. Prospects with 6 hits tonight, 3 of them off the bat of Nick Spillman. Tony Olson. Called strike on the outside corner.
Please don't do that.
Fly ball, center field.
And with that, a beer is on sale. $2 for $8 at the Diamond Energy Beer Booth. And
Tony Olson, who has the dubious honor of being the beer batter in this one, delights the thirsty masses of Swift Current by flying out to center field. And now Derek Shedden to the plate. Now Derek Shedden. Shedden won at bat this game. It was a walk as he came on in relief of Marion McLean. Righty on lefty, low and away. 2-0 count. Top of the 8th inning and a 13-1 lead for the Swift Current 57s. Fastball fouled into the gear of John Baeta. It's a windy night in Swift Current. '57s with a league-leading 11 postseason home runs coming into this game have hit 4 more tonight. Ground ball, Bodie Cooper, that hops away from Bodie. Someone better hurry and cover, and Derek Shedden able to scamper to first base.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 24, Anthony Casati.
2 home run nights for Brett Esau and Riley Campbell. Brings Anthony Casati to the plate, who's 0 for 3. There's 1 out and 2 on here for Edmonton. Top of the 8th inning, Prospects trailing 13-1. Fastball in the dirt. Fouled out of here. That'll be strike 1.
Yes, that's a center bunker's foul ball. Run and get that foul ball and bring it back to the souvenir booth. You get it?
One pitch, Trey Taylor to Anthony Casati in the dirt. Prospects a big deficit in this one. Trying to end on a high and looking forward to a new day tomorrow. Anthony Casati singling into right field. Runner at third being sent, and Edmonton will put their second run of this ball game on the board. As Anthony Casati with an RBI single to right center.
Now batting, the catcher, number 25, Matt Portell.
So 13-2 the score now.
Ugh, too much information, dude.
Fastball to Quartel, catches the outside part of the plate. Runners on at first and third, one away here in a 13-2 ball game. Well hit ball, though, by Matt Quartel, and that's going to bring a run in.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 15, Dean Olson.
So Dean Olson to the plate now. Runners on at first and second, one out here. And the Prospects have put up a crooked number here in the eighth. 13-3 is now the score. Ball gets drilled into the screen. Trey Taylor, fastball, strike two. Number 9 hitter, Dean Olson at the plate. Oh, 2. Ground ball up the middle. And another run galloping towards home plate. And Joe Carnahan is going to summon relief from the bullpen. Runners on at first and second. And the 57s bringing in James Smith, the third. We'll give James a chance to warm up, and we'll be back shortly with more Swift Current 57's baseball, brought to you by Crop Production Services and Living Sky Casino.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Win a jackpot on a select bank of machines to be entered into the weekly draw for rider tickets and merchandise. Draw to be held every Sunday at 8 p.m. Winner does not need to be present to win, but you must be playing with your card to win. Live it up at Living Sky Casino.
Living Sky Casino. Living Sky.
Use your game sense. When planning your Swift Current stay, call the Days Inn. Just a short walk from Living Sky Casino and a few minutes from world-class golf, Days Inn offers free Wi-Fi, a continental breakfast to go with newly renovated rooms. Ask about suites with kitchenettes. Unwind in the jacuzzi suite. If you're driving a large truck, no problem. There's lots of free parking. The Days Inn is home to locally renowned meeting and banquet facilities as well. Call 306-773-4623. The Days Inn, the host hotel for the Swift Current 57s.
Welcome back to Swift Current 57's baseball. James Smith checking in for Swift to pitch here. He's got to deal with the top of the order and Jake Lanferman. First pitch, Lanferman hits that deep to left. And Jake Lanferman with a 3-run home run. And the Prospects adding a few degrees of interest to this baseball game late, as they've put up 6 runs here in the top of the 8th. And the score is now 13-7 favoring
Now
the
batting,
57s.
shortstop, number 11, Eden Huggins.
James Smith, one playoff appearance. He worked an inning in that Game 1 12-4 loss, allowing one hit facing four batters. So the Edmonton Prospects making this game interesting. Fly ball to center field. Matt Bondarchuk catches made.
Now batting, the
Aiden Huggins
hitter,
flies
number
out to
13,
center.
Michael Gahan.
Michael Gahan to the plate. Nobody on here and two away. James Smith in the regular season, 6-1 with a 3.8 earned run average, 9 appearances, all starts. 52 innings of work, allowing 52 hits. And it's another base hit for the Edmonton Prospects.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 16, Nick Spillman.
Nick Spillman to the plate now with 2 out and 1 on. Top of the 8th inning, and the Prospects have put up 6 here. (13-1) at the beginning of this inning, now 13-7. And the 57s, if they took their foot off the gas heading into the 8th inning with that 12-run cushion, they better put their foot back on the gas now as Fernando Pena warms up in the 57's bullpen. Smith looks the runner at second. Fly ball, shallow right field. Nick Kanyas hurries in on it and makes the catch, and that does it for the Prospects. One is stranded, but 6 score for the Prospects.
1 error and 1 man left on.
13-7 the score. Bottom of 8 coming up. 6-run cushion for the Swift Current 57s, but the Edmonton Prospects have gathered a little bit of momentum. We'll be back with more of this baseball game shortly.
At the Hearing Place, we're making a positive difference in the lives of our clients' hearing health. We are a full-time, fully licensed hearing health care facility. Our goal is to improve and maintain our clients' hearing health with personal attention and ongoing support. As an audiologist with more than 15 years experience, I work with clients of all ages, including toddlers and newborns. This is not only my vocation, but my passion. When you come into the Hearing Place, you will receive a complete diagnostic hearing evaluation using state-of-the-art equipment. We talk about the specific reasons for your visit and the hearing situations you find most difficult. We then discuss the hearing options that are right for you, your budget, and your lifestyle. The end goal is to ensure you leave with the knowledge and confidence about your future of hearing health. The Hearing Place. For more information, visit www.thehearingplace.ca.
Welcome back with more 57s baseball. Brett Higgins in to pitch for the Prospects.
Leading off for the Swift Current 57.
8-9-1 for Swift. John Baeta, Cole Thibodeau, and Riley Campbell due up here. Prospects with a 6-run 8th inning, and it's now 13-7 Swift Current. So Edmonton doing their best to end on a positive. Of course, another 6-run inning if they can keep Swift Current at bay, and things are all tied up here. So we now know that the Edmonton bats are capable of a big inning. Brett Higgins, right-handed pitcher, a couple 76-mile-an-hour offerings to John Baeta. Higgins winds and delivers. Baeta swats that towards the 57's bullpen. Brett Higgins from Edmonton. First playoff appearance. 11 appearances, 15 innings of work. He's allowed 29 hits, so. A regular season late inning guy in out of reach games, comes in here for the Prospects and walks John Baeta.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 1, Cole Thibodeau.
Ray Brown coming out to have a quick chat with his freshman pitcher, Higgins. It's a developmental league, and Ray Brown doing a good job of going out there, letting his young pitcher know what he saw and how he could improve things here with Cole Thibodeau coming to the plate. Thibodeau, single, successfully dropped a sac bunt to advance runners, and last time he was up, he reached on catcher interference. Fastball into Thibodeau, strike one, runner on at first, nobody out here. 13-7 lead for the 57s, top of the order, and Riley Campbell on deck. Thibodeau slashes that foul. Quick check of the runner at first by Brett Higgins. John Baeta. Safe at one. Thibodeau drills that into the mid of Nick Spillman at first. And an unassisted double play as Baeta was leading off.
Now batting, sponsored by ACT, the third baseman, number 8, Riley Campbell.
So top of the order, and Riley Campbell to the plate. A two-dinger night for the native of Wadsworth, Ohio. 4 hits and 5 at-bats, 3 RBI, and 3 runs scored. 2 home runs to go with those 3 hits. All in a day's work for Riley Campbell. Two away here, bottom of the 8th. Campbell. Nice play by Huggins. It's short. Throw to first is in time to take care of Riley Campbell.
No runs, no hits, no errors, no one.
Aiden Huggins at short with a nice play.
It's 13-7 in favor of the Swift Current 57s over the Edmonton Prospects.
6 will have to be enough for Swift Current. It's 13-7, top of the 9th on the way. And we'll be back with the 9th inning right after this.
At Crop Production Services, we're on in our commitment to farming. As in, it's on, lights on, game on this day and every day. Because through seeding, spraying, and harvest, on isn't an option. It's a marathon of on for farmers. On track, on time, always on. Like CPS in your community. So much riding on your farm. So many ways to profit from our experience. Bring it on. CPS, we're with you.
When you need to unwind, visit Smiley's Lounge at the Days Inn Swift Current. Smiley's offers daily food specials and a full menu. Ask about their daily homemade soup and a wide variety of wings. Need something to go? Visit their off sale selling cold beer, hard liquor, wine and coolers, and all the ice you need. Need takeout or a catering service? Call 306-778-4600. Smiley's Lounge, North Service Road East, Swift Current.
Wind blows across the field.
For the Edmonton Prospects, the Swift Autobody Beer batter, the second baseman, number 5, Tony Olson.
Tony Olson to lead off for the Prospects. James Smith III on the mound for Swift Current. Tony Olson 0 for 3 this game. He did walk once. James Smith. First pitch fastball to Olson, strike 1. Smith going right after Olson here. Breaking ball, low and away. 1-1 to Olson. One pitch. Nice slider from James Smith. Olson out in front of it, and the count is 1-2. One-two count. Swift Current trying to lock down game 1 of this championship final. Fastball from Smith, 2-2. Two pitch. Strike 3 called. Fastball down the middle.
Strikeout for James Smith, and with that out, beer is on sale. 2 for $8 at the Diamond Energy Beer booth until the end of this inning.
Tony Olson not agreeing with that assessment and almost hits his teammate in the face with a bat. Prospects with 6 unanswered runs in this one. There's positives to build on for game 2. It's 13-7 right now. First pitch fastball to Derek Shedden. His 3rd at bat of the game, coming on in relief. As he was subbed in for Marion McLean. Change up inside, 1-1 with 1 away here in the top of the 9th, and the 57's up 6. Fastball just below the knees, and it's 2-1. Fly ball, center field. Matt Bondarchuk and Blake Adams both in the vicinity of catching that ball. Adams takes care of this one, and 2 away here in the top of the 9th.
Now batting, third baseman, number 24, Anthony Kusagi.
And nobody on, 2 away, Anthony Kusagi at the plate. Player of the game honors in this one. 4 hits for Riley Campbell. 3 runs, couple of home runs. Honorable mention to Brett Esau. 3 hits and 2 dingers in this one. And, of course, can't take nothing away from Matt Michalski's start as well. 7 strong innings on the mound for the 57s. Anthony Casati gets a fastball from James Smith. Count is 1-1. 13-7 the score. Swift Current taking a 1-0 lead in this best-of-5 championship series is imminent. James Smith with a slider, strike 2. And the count is 1-2 with 2 away. The 1-2. Slider in the dirt. And the 57's fans anxious to celebrate a win will have to wait at least one more pitch. The 2-2 with 2 away. Smith. Full count to Casati. Three-two pitch with 2 down. Called strike 3, and that'll do it. The Swift Current 57s have taken a 1-0 lead in the best-of-5 championship series.
57-13, the Edmonton Prospects 7. The Swift Current 57s lead the best-of-5.
And for Swift Current, they are 2 wins away
1-0
from another championship trophy. The Edmonton Prospects will certainly have something to say about that tomorrow night. Edmonton, although losing 13-7, scored the last 6 runs in this game. 13-7, the final. It's been a pleasure bringing you this webcast of game number 1 of the WMBL Championship Final. We will be back tomorrow night at 7:05 with the first pitch here in Mitchell Field.
With 2 home runs, 3 RBI, 3 runs scored, and the stolen
Good night
number 8, Riley Campbell.
from Mitchell Field.